of the year. We got our
Business.
girl, Angel Reese.
Go ahead.
Angel Reese said that if the WNBA doesn't give the players what they want, there's a chance they will sit out for a year. So you remember I remember a lot. I'm gonna forget all that. So I mean, this is just crazy. This is a crazy whole situation. I mean, like people just started watching the WNBA before NBA.
And they're already going to sit out?
The WNBA has been going on for a long time now. Before 2000s, the WNBA has been going on, and as soon as they get Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they get some eyes on them. The first thing you want to say is if they don't get enough money, they finna boycott and not play. But we got a video right here.
Because the NBA is getting so much money. They're like, I know that their league hasn't been profitable, but shoot, still share them funds.
That's messed up.
They're like Gabrielle Union, 50-50's fun, but sometimes I need 100% when we're giving you 0. And that's what they're saying to the NBA.
We're gonna give you 0. We
need 100% while we're giving you 0 profit.
Exactly. We gonna play this video right here. Once we come back, we're gonna let you know exactly like how this is just highway robbery.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to face the consequences.
Y'all gotta give us something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year.
Yeah.
The ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. Mm-hmm. The ones the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Oh, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the meetings.
You need to come to the meetings.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for real.
Yeah.
WNBA lockout.
Exactly. And she says, I love how, and this is what Angel Reese's response is to this whole boycott. I love how y'all selective hearing. I said I'm hearing if they don't give us what we want, we sitting out, and that is true. I never said anything about the NBA. We appear to stay.
We're prepared to stay at the negotiating table for as long as it takes. Here's the link to my podcast so you can hear hear the conversation too, and then I covered it up. But basically saying like watch the clip. Don't believe this clickbait title because she didn't say because it's like
Angel Reese
she never demanded NBA pay.
Yeah, she never demanded NBA play. I mean, like this is just crazy. She did say she's gonna sit out. They may sit out, and that's what they're hearing. But y'all not making any money. Like everybody's saying, like y'all just cracked negative $40 million profit.
Hey, but it was negative $80 million the year before. It's baby steps.
I mean, I guess so. And I mean, with this whole situation, a lot of people were saying how like y'all not making any profit. How dare you guys ask for some more money? If the WNBA ended right now, I guarantee a lot of people wouldn't even realize that. And I mean, the WNBA ended right now, a lot of people wouldn't even realize that. But I mean, like, I actually believe that. Like, a lot of people aren't checking for the WNBA. If you watch the stats, they really just checking for Caitlin Clark games or like when Caitlin Clark plays Angel Reese. Besides that,
those are the games that are getting views. I saw there's some dude that is like a jerk to Angel Reese. He makes highlight tapes of hers, and he's like, "Let's do it, Angel Reese, here we go." And then he shows like all her missed layups. And he's like, another brick.
Oh, Lord.
Another brick. What are we doing? And it's just a whole highlight film of like her missing shots.
You see she's in the gym with Lisa Leslie right now?
She needs to be in the gym with anybody that'll go with her.
Horrible.
No, I like Angel Reese, so I'll support her in the Chicago Sky.
I definitely support her in the Chicago Sky. I also support her in the Chicago Sky.
Shotties.
Now, while doing my research in this whole situation, I was agreeing with everybody else. Like, if you're not making us profit, there's no way that you can convince us that you should get more money. I don't care if it's a 1 penny more, but it looks like here.
So you get under my co-host, you're getting less.
You're getting less, man. If you ain't generating no profit, you're getting less. Like the fact that you're losing profit. I'm giving you money, you're losing that money, and I'm giving you more money, and you're still losing that money.
They're saying that the NBA is making so much money that they just need to be generous and not be hoarding all the dough. because they're making billions. Yeah, we were losing 80 millions, but now we're losing only 40 millions. And hey, before you know it, we might even break even. And if they breaking even or bringing even a little bit to the table, they're gonna be wanting to be paid crazy amounts. But I don't know. I think if the NBA's got it, I don't think like what they're asking for right now is outrageous. Especially, I have seen the minimal amounts of those salaries making. I mean, even in our city, we used to have the SA Silver Stars. They moved to Las Vegas, but my buddy lived in an apartment complex where a lot of the WNBA players lived, and they were living like
Roommate.
3 people in one apartment. But it would be like a 3 bedroom apartment,
Uh-huh.
or 2 or 3 bedroom, but they basically had to live together because that's how little that they were getting paid by the WNBA. So it's like, and that we're not even in an expensive city. So could you imagine if you were like a WNBA player in California, where like your dollar goes nowhere?
Yeah, true
So
that.
it's like they really don't get paid nothing. Like in Texas, where your dollar goes way further, they still really had barely enough money to survive. Living a handful of people to one apartment.
Yeah, true that. And then on top of that, like you have the whole Brittany Griner situation. Like you don't want these girls to go overseas and then run into that type of situation. So I mean, I understand it makes sense, and they're not, and the girls aren't asking for like an exorbitant amount of money. They're only asking for like $50,000 more. And I mean, like
I
the
mean, shoot,
NBA.
give them a million.
I mean, you could give him a million. I mean, the NBA generates that more than in just one game. They generate more. I mean, this year alone, the NBA generated at least $11 billion. So from all the way from like 2002 to now, they started off generating like 2.4 billion. Now they're at 11 billion that they're generating in just revenue. So I mean, like you can spare a couple dollars, like a couple million, to the WNBA. And then on top of that, I mean, if you don't want to do that, then that's when it's gonna hold you by ransom. And then next thing you know, you're gonna see
I
like LeBron James and them making commercials saying like,
We got to support. Yeah,
we got to
I
support."
think they could just avoid any controversy where maybe not pay them millions, but they could give them a few 100,000 instead of like a rookie making like 40 50,000.
True.
They could have rookies making like 150,000 a year.
Yeah, I mean that's
And
double.
if you're a first round pick, oh, you make 200,000 a year. Oh, and if you're like the best player on your team, you can make close to a million. Because I
Okay,
don't even think now, like, do they even make the
I
best
think the close
players
one was
make
100K. The best one was like 100K,
like
no more than
100K a
150.
year? Yeah, 150K a year for like a real good player. So yeah, I feel like if they definitely upped it, so that way their stars of the league could live a little more of a star lifestyle, that would be cool. And the NBA could just write it off. At the end of the day,
It's charity.
it's charity, and they do charity anyways. And I think they try to still be a nonprofit. So if you need help getting the books right, you might as well just give them the money.
I just don't understand. Like you don't see this in other sports. Like look at baseball. Baseball don't have this problem. Like there's no female baseball, or like it's like
They're greedy.
once you go to college, that's just it. Like ain't no Olympics. I don't think it's any more Olympics for baseball, softball.
They used to have women's softball in the Olympics, and that was like
I think it's
the
just for the
the
kids
thing you can
now.
go pro. But now they don't have it all. Now, yeah, they have like the Little League World Series and stuff, but yeah, they don't for the Olympics. They don't have softball, and I think they used to have baseball, like men's baseball. I don't even think is in Olympics anymore.
See,
Correct me if I'm wrong. They might have brought it back because they add and take away sports for Olympics, but
see exactly. I mean, like you don't see baseball over here bending and breaking. Like, I mean, and
oh,
also like
we made like $20 billion this year, so we're gonna make a women's league, and even if it loses money, we're just gonna pay for it. Yeah, you don't see that from hockey or baseball. They just are like,
whatever.
this is our money.
Ex-
But the NBA owns the WNBA, so I guess it's just like in their interest to keep it going. But really, if it were all financial interests, it would probably be more profitable for them just to shut it down. But no,
It's just an
we
interest. They just doing it to be. They're just doing it to make everybody happy. Like to see, like to show that like the NBA is progressive and all that stuff. And I mean, it's just messed up how like the WNBA is like. It's like I said before. Remember how I said like, oh, if you're working a lot and they push and they go to court, they be like, oh yeah, he can't take care of the kid because he's working a lot. And now it's like, oh, well, if you're saying you're progressive and all this other stuff, like, then you should want to give us money because you're progressive and like we not making enough money. Brittany Griner getting arrested. And think about Kobe Bryant and Gigi. Like, how would you feel if you put flyers out with Kobe Bryant and Gigi on it and be like, Kobe would have made sure it happened? Like,
'Cause Kobe would have.
it's just downright disrespectful how they using that against
Yeah, I
us.
mean,
That's
they
the only part I don't
shouldn't
like.
be using Kobe's name and attach it to a message.
Or like
especially
Caitlin Clark, you want to
as
see
he
Caitlin
passed
Clark's
away.
prime? You want to see like everybody says she's gonna be like the
I
next
don't care
Jordan?
what Jack Nicholson is doing, okay? Jack Nicholson can go do another
Disrespectful.
action movie. We're here to see Angel Reese and Dejanay Carrington. That's what we're here to check out.
All right.
And Miss Sabali.
Or what about Mulan Henderson?
Mulan Hernandez?
Yeah, Hernandez.
Nah, they kicked her out of the league. She was
Alright.
doing too much.
Well, didn't the one you said, the one that you just said, didn't she get like in trouble for hitting some African players in the head?
No, that's your favorite player. No, I know what you're talking about. I forget her name, but yeah, she's not in the WNBA.
All right, but y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole boycott situation. Do you
I'm
feel
gonna
like people are
boycott
blowing?
you.
Do you feel like people are just blowing it out of proportion? It's not what she really meant, or you feel like, man, pay these girls, man. If you support women's sports, you want to make women happy. You see all these NBA players have daughters, so of course they want to see their daughters play, like Gilbert Arenas, and a whole bunch of the others. But moving on here,
I understand how it is to look after a daughter. I look after my co-hosts all the time.
Seth, real good _ Doty.
Never mind. I won't expose you, co-hosts.